Yo, let me share a quick story with you about unblocking your own blessings, getting out your own way, especially with the theme of the new year of 2025. And really, it has been happening for me in the last 3 months. Now, I'm here in the new year, a bit frazzled. I haven't done the check back on how 2024 went, all the tasks, all the goals. I haven't done my vision board. I haven't even meditated this year. Not really, and it's been bugging me. But two things happened today, as well as many other things that's happened over the last month, 2 months, or 3 months, actually. So let me just share the story with you about a few of the blessings that have come to me. One, I've actually made an app using AI, no code, but I've made my own personal app. And I would say last time I've made a personal project that had nothing to do with work and just everything to do with a passion project has been a very, very, very long time. I've also put together an ebook with one of my boys that literally has over 100 questions, 50 introspective questions across 10 different topics that we covered in our podcast of Talking to My Thoughts. I've also been asked to talk about this book, talk about the importance of talking to my thoughts and the vulnerability it has. And I've also gotten my first job, personal job, as a digital consultant, helping one of my friends create a website and also implement automation into his business. And then the last thing that happened today was that I was literally walking along the road and just taking a bit of a break. And I was thinking, oh, it would be really good to bring AI knowledge and kind of techniques and workshop into my company. But they're already going to do a talk or host a talk for me on the Talking to My Thoughts about why it's important to have conversations vulnerably and the ebook that I've created. But then all of a sudden I had the thought that it would be great to do another one. Oh, but maybe it'll be a bit too much. Maybe I'm taking too much of the stage, or I can't do that as well. And then one of my colleagues literally asked me, hey, do you know much about AI? Or is there anybody that's the go-to person in the company that knows about AI and uses it on a daily basis? And not only have I made an app, use it as a life coach, use it as a therapist, accelerated my coding, a whole bunch of stuff. I know so much about it that could share so much with other people, which was the cherry on the top. And that happened within the last hour. So that brings me to, why is this stepping out of your way? Like literally unblocking your blessings. So let's kick off. It's 2025 right now, and I don't really care when you're watching this video, but one of the biggest things I know about visualizing or manifesting or just wishing for something or wanting more in your life or from yourself, whatever it is that we are our biggest enemies. We are the biggest blockers. And sometimes we don't think we are. Like, you'll be like, I've written it down. I've asked for it. I've prayed about it. I've been a good person. I've gone to work as I was supposed to. But actually, there is always something else if it hasn't happened yet. Now, if it hasn't happened yet and you feel like you've done everything, then sometimes it's just timing. But for me, I've realized in the last 3 months that actually it has been everything to do with the way I think, believe, uh, act, or don't act, everything about that. Those few things that I shared with you, with building the app, creating the ebook, going, being part of a talk, um, being a part of another talk about AI, getting my first client outside of work. That has been ages. I've done that as well, in a way to implement automation into their business. All of these things have been a passing thought of something that would be, oh, it would be a cool idea. It would be a nice idea for me to do that. That's what's been happening. I've always just been, oh, it's been a nice idea. Wouldn't it be nice? Wouldn't it be cool? And then I'll be like, oh no, I can't do that. That will cost them too much, or I'll take too much space, or they don't want that business from me, or maybe I need to know more stuff about it. Like, everything has to do with me wanting to be better, be better, not the right time, like all of this stuff. That is literally the pinnacle of blocking my own blessings. I have the ideas, it pops up in my head, And I literally just shun them away with the slightest thought, the slightest procrastination, the slightest blocker. And this is what I want to share with you is you potentially are in the way of all the things you've ever wanted. And sometimes it is literally there could be tons of reasons as to why. It could be down to it could be down to fear, it could be down to you not being ready for the success, it could be down to imposter syndrome. There is so many pieces. And really, I invite you to explore them. Think, try to catch yourself at times when you've really wanted something. Like this year has just started, 2025. You probably have loads of goals or ideas or the ways that you want the year to change or shift into your shift into your favor. Firstly, everything is already in your favor. It doesn't feel like it, but it already is in your favor. But let's say it's not in your favor exactly the way you want. The bank account's not full like you want it to be. The holidays are not running. The work is too heavy. You're not getting the space and the time. If all these things that you want have come from you, has been a passing thought, has been something that you feel the urge for, it is for you. You can have it and it wants you. But the point of how you're going to get it is to catch yourself when you are becoming the blocker of your own blessings. The blessings are there. They're ample, they're endless, they are full, they're ready for you. But you are the one who's not ready for it because you think you're not, because you say you're not, because you do actions that say that you don't want them. And the reason why it resonates back to my story is because all of these little ideas I've had, I won't act on them, or I will bury myself in something else like work, or I will focus a bit more on my relationship, something that's a little bit more tangible in a sense, or I will think that I'm too expensive for somebody of the what I can offer as a service, or I'll think, oh yeah, it'll be great for me to do a talk one day, and I'll just keep saying one day, or it'll be great to give me myself do like thing workshops in my office or business, but every single time I'm waiting to be invited, every single time waiting to be invited instead of going for the thing that I want. Do you know how long you would wait if you waited for the world to invite you to do the thing that you want, to invite you to have the thing that you want, to invite you to become the person that you want? You'll wait forever and you will die the person that you are today. Very morbid, I know, but the point really is it is in your control. It has been, it is, and it always will be. Don't block your own blessings. I can give you tons of advice on different things about what you can do to kind of unravel this, but really, I'm not going to get into that in this video. And if you want that, just let me know, comment, and I have so many resources or techniques or ways that I've just slowly been unraveling, and I'm still unraveling. I'm not even here like an expert, but I just felt like I needed to do this video for you guys. I guess the one thing I'd love for me to say is when you want something in your life, an item, a way of life, a service, like a lifestyle, just you want something in your life, especially for this year or this quarter or this week. When you say it, ask yourself on the back of it, why not me? Why not me? Because if you caught yourself and you said, I want this thing, and then you say, oh no, I can't have that, and then you have to ask yourself at the end, why not me? And explore that. No matter where it takes you, you may not get the answer, you may not suddenly get the urge that you're going to go for the thing, but you will begin to explore that question and the reason behind that question. Because when you can, life is interesting because as you grow up, you think that all you need is more intelligence. When in reality, as you get older, you just want more wisdom. And wisdom often involves unlearning the things that you learnt this far. the things that you use to cope, the things that you use to survive, the things that you use to just keep getting by. I want you to unravel and unlearn the idea that anything you want isn't possible, that it's not in your grasp, that it's not tangible, that it isn't the blessing that is there for you. And the joke is really to leave you with a final question. If I could promise the thing that you wanted would happen in a year, and all you had to do was one thing, you would always believe it every single day. You will keep believing it. But the fact is, because you cannot see it, don't know when it's going to happen, then all of a sudden you just take yourself out the race. You step in your way and you're like, no, not for me. Today, we are going to begin unraveling every one of these. I can't do that. That's not for me. How is that going to ever happen? I'm not the one. Maybe later. Maybe when I get back. No more. You are already qualified for all the things that you want and you've ever thought about. That's all I had to say. Peace.